Students, we are discussing about the next abiotic component, that is water. Next to temperature, water is the most important factor influence the life of organism. Life on earth originated in water and is unsustainable without water. Its availability is so limited in deserts that only special adaptation make it possible to live there. So we are discussing about the another abiotic component, water. The productivity and distribution of plants is also heavily dependent on water. So in case of desert, they have to adapt some adaptation to adjust with a little bit amount of that. Availability of the water is very less there, and water is more fast life appear in water, and life is not sustainable without water. You might think that organism living in ocean, lakes, rivers should not face any water related problem, but it is not true. For aquatic organism, the quality, chemical composition of pH of water becomes important. The salt concentration measured as salinity in parts per thousand, not parts per million, parts per thousand, is less than 5 in inland water, means salinity means salt concentration 30 to 35 in sea, and more than 100 in some hypersaline lagoons. Some organisms are tolerant to a wide range of salinities, that is called euryhaline, but others are restricted to a narrow range, that is called stenohaline. Just like we can already discuss about the eurythermal condition, eurythermal and stenothermal condition. Because wide range of temperature they can adjust narrow range of temperature. In case of salinity also, the euryhaline means they can adjust a wide range of salinity, means salt concentration, whereas stenohaline means they can tolerate the narrow range of salinity. So what is the salinity percentage here? 5 in inland and 30 to 35 in sea, and 100 more, that is called hypersaline lagoon. So it is coming about the many freshwater animals cannot live for long in sea water and vice versa because of the osmotic problem. So definitely those who are aquatic, they are also having some problem, but water is the main source or main abiotic component for survival. Light. Since light produces food through photosynthesis, a process which is only possible when sunlight is available as a source of energy, we can quickly understand the importance of light for living organisms, particularly autotrophs. Many species of small plants, that is herbs and shrubs, growing in forest and adapted to photosynthesize optimally under very low light conditions, because they are constantly overshadowed by tall canopy trees. Because in the forest, the trees are more here, and trees are more means trees are actually making the canopy, so sunlight cannot enter sufficiently in the floor of the, we can say, the forest here. So definitely the herbs and shrubs who are actually small plants, they are not getting which one optimal light for their photosynthesis. So many plants are also dependent on sunlight to meet their photoperiodic requirement for flowering. Means some plants require the photoperiod, means the day or night period जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं कि some plants need the small day period, some day length, or some are more day length, some needs the more night length, so it means less day length we can say. So these are requirement for the flowering. For many animals too, light is important in that they use the diurnal and seasonal variation in light intensity and duration, that is called photoperiod, as cues for the timing their foraging, reproductive and migratory activity. Okay. Next one we are coming. The availability of light on land is closely linked with that of the temperature, since the sun is the source for both. And we can say, but deep in the ocean, in the land it is available. The deep in the ocean, the environment is perpetually dark, and its inhabitants are not aware of existence of a celestial source of energy called sun. So what then is their source of energy? The spectral quality of solar radiation is also important for life. The UV component of the spectrum is harmful to many organisms, while not all the color component of the visible spectrum are available for plants living at different depths of the ocean. among the red, green, and brown algae but inhabit the sea, which is likely to be found in the deepest water. Why? Because the availability of the, we can say the because red is actually, they can travel a long length because they have the longest wavelength. So in that sense, they are actually red, green, and brown algae can inhabit the sea, which is likely found the deepest waters. And why? The reason behind that, because the availability of the light which is actually available there, that will be, we can see here in the deepest depth, है ना. So next one is coming soil. The nature and properties of soil in different places vary. It is dependent on the climate, the weathering process, whether soil is transported or sedimentary, and how soil development occur. Various characteristics of the soil such as soil composition, grain size, and aggregation determine the percolation of water holding capacity of the soil. These characteristics, along with the parameters such as pH, mineral composition, topography, determine as to a large extent and vegetation in the area. So it is coming about the soil pH, soil mineral composition, we can say the structural composition, topography also, that determine the vegetation of that area. And soil composition, grain size, aggregation determine the percolation, means the space between the soil particles, and the pores are present or not, pores are present in minima or maxima. On the basis of that, percolation of water and water holding capacity also depends. And we can say here, thus this in turn dictates the type of animals definitely that can be supported, means on the vegetation the type of animals also dependent there. In the aquatic environment, the sediment characteristics often determine the type of benthic animals that can thrive there. Benthic are, we can say the deepest one, deepest and surface layer. So we can say the benthic animals can thrive there. What are the type of benthic layer? So that also dependent on the sediment characteristics. नीचे जो pond bed या sea bed या जो bed है, that is made up by soil, so that depending upon that soil also the benthic animals can thrive there. Okay.